What's up, guys? Back here at Thunder Hill for another day of drifting with Drift Apocalypse. Got some new tires for the front. Trying out these Ascenti TC55s. They were just kind of a cheap tire that I could get with a 35 sidewall. The last tires I had on were 40 sidewall, and they just kept rubbing on the hood like a whole bunch, even though my suspension in the front is pretty much as high as it can get. I don't really want to make it any higher because it won't really have much thread engagement on the suspension, the lowering and height adjustment, I guess you'd say. So starting off with some used tires. I've ran these before, clearly, already down to the wear bar pretty much on this one. This other one, you know, pretty close, starting to chunk a bit, but you know, I just kind of wanted to get rid of those. Second set I'm going to use are some full ways that I didn't get to try last time. I've heard really good things about them lasting long and being pretty decent, so we'll check that out. And then I got my final set was tires that used to be on the front here. Got a bit of really deep shoulder wear because of how much camber I got on the front these days with the angle kit and everything, but I think my rear is good enough that won't matter too much. Mostly get wear in the middle of the tire these days, so that'll be good. People keep revving their engines, so hopefully you can hear me in this video. Anyways, got some friends coming out to watch me. We'll see if we can link up with anyone for some tandems. It's like 3 days before my birthday, so I had to come out. Had to see what was going on, you know. Get some skids in. So, you know, it's my favorite thing to do. So, I'll probably check in with you guys later. As I said, I'll have quite a few friends here, so might not get as much on-camera time as I did in the last video, but hopefully you still enjoy. Alright, see you later. Alright guys, so getting kind of close to the end of the day. I'm working the full ways for a while now. I've liked their grip for sure. I don't know if it's different just because I've been chucking it a lot more because of the angle adapters I got, but I'm getting like some serious outer shoulder wear, which is the first time I've ever really gotten that. It almost always wears on the inside on this car because, you know, it's got a bit of negative camber in the back. So that's interesting. Might also be the pressure I've been running on them. Usually running, I don't know, like 30, 25. So I kind of started off with like 27 today, and I haven't really been, you know, decreasing the pressure with the heat really, but that might be it. I don't know. They still lasted me quite a while. I mean, it's almost the end of the day, and they almost ran like the whole day for the most part. Might try to get a few more laps out of these, but you know, it's good. It's been a really good day. Obviously got the tandem with a lot of people so far. I still have one more set I could throw on there, at least for a little bit. As I said, almost end of the day. Maybe last hour and a half we got here, so should be cool, should be cool. All right, see you out there. so that's another day done at T Hill. Got a lot of tandems in with a lot of different people, which was super cool. Especially because it's like 3 days before my birthday, you know, a little gift to myself. Did end up taking off the full ways for a few laps at the end there. As you can see, this is the outside, completely pulling apart there, and the inside is actually pretty bald. So honestly don't know what's up with that tire wear. If you want to give me some thoughts in the comments, that'd be cool. I don't know what I could do to change that really. I did like these full-ways. They lasted me pretty long. Not too bad price. I'd probably buy them again. Unlike the tires I ran last, or was that last time or 2 times ago? I don't know. Yeah, the waterfalls. Anyways, yeah, didn't really like those. Kind of ran through them really quick. But full waves, good choice, good choice. Would recommend. Front tires did scrub a little bit this time, not nearly as much as last time. Just got this little bit here. I think that's from scrubbing. Honestly, not looking that bad on the outside there. I mean, I think this is from the front, but like on the last one, like this outside was like crazy rubbing. Like you could tell that it like cut into the tires. So
Yeah.
And then under the hood,
oh damn,
this is what happened with the last set. And then this is like some filler. It clearly scraped away at that.
It was both sides.
Yeah.
This side's not as bad.
No.
Still.
The one side was like looks a lot higher up on the car than the other side, but
yeah.
if you like measure the chassis, they're even. So
really?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just there's just weird body. Maybe it was after that accident I had, or I don't know. But they look pretty good. They held up pretty decent. Hopefully I don't destroy the inner shoulder like those other ones. I guess I'm being like waved out of here because my daughter's, you know, sleeping and she's ready to go home. So, yeah, excellent day. Good times with everybody. Hopefully I can figure out how to tag everyone in those videos and stuff. But yeah, off to some T-Bell for, you know, victory meal. At least that's what the wife is calling it. So I'll talk to you later. Hopefully won't be too long till my next event. Alright, peace.
Way better driving now, bro. Dude, holy crap, we're right on those guys. That's sick, that one time you smacked somebody, that freaking for sure straightened you out, huh?
Yeah.
Like, never again, bro.
I'm like, yeah, never again. I'm gonna fucking get an actual angle.
I'll never face that shame again.
Yeah, exactly.